Peer relationships. Peer relationships are the relationships that children have with each other, with their friends. We organize play dates when they're small. Play dates is when our children get together, the moms get together and talk, and the children get together and play. Play dates are super important because it helps moms and dads not get burned out. Social skills. We hope that our children develop good social skills, but honestly, they just develop what we teach them, and we are their first examples. Friendships. When we have friends, friendship. A friendship is the noun. Friendship. Bullying. We hope our children are not bullied at school. And we really hope our children are not bullies at school. So this boy here is a bully. And this boy here is bullied. He's bullied. He is being bullied because this boy is the bully. Teaching values. So I've talked a lot in this video about the importance of teaching values. The choice that our children make what they choose will come from what they value, and they get their first values from us. This picture, I say please, because I value politeness and manners. It's important to teach our children values. And respect is one of those values. We should respect our elders. We should respect everybody. Respect is a value that we teach. We also teach responsibility. Our children are responsible for their toys, for their places. They are responsible to clean up after themselves. We try to teach them empathy. Empathy is a value we want them to have. And integrity. Integrity means that we tell the truth to everyone and ourselves, not just honest with other people, but we are honest with ourselves. So integrity is honest, being honest with ourselves. I also think integrity is making choices that we can live with. If we do something wrong, we can say sorry and we can change. But we need to be able to make choices that we can live with. And after I do this thing tonight, will I still be the same person tomorrow? Can I live with who I am tomorrow? That's integrity. Parenting books and resources. So resources. Resources are the things that you have that can help you. Your money is your resource. The people around you are resources. Your education is a resource. Everything that you have that helps you do something is a resource. Some of the resources are blogs. There are a lot of parenting blogs that you can read. There are child development books, books that teach you about child development. There are parenting workshops where people get together and talk about how to parent. And there are support groups when you get together and talk to each other. If you are facing burnout, then I recommend that you find a support group and you start to talk about what you're experiencing. If your children are special needs, meaning special needs, let me write that down. So, if you have children and you are a parent, then you need support. And we find support in our friends and in our family. We find support by talking to our mothers or by talking to our husbands or wives. If you have special needs children, children that are developing differently than your typical child, maybe they have autism, or maybe they are sick all of the time, they have cancer, maybe they are developing slower mentally, they have Down syndrome or something. If you have children with special needs, you need special support because what your child needs will be different from what is in the parenting books. You need support groups. You need somebody to say, is this normal? My kid is doing this. Is it normal? What did you do about it? You need somebody who knows what it's like. If your children are special needs, please find a support group because we usually say that's a different animal. It's a different experience to be a parent of a child with special needs. And the parenting books will probably not tell you exactly what your child will need. Transition to adulthood. Transition means to move from one place to the next, a transition. And a transition to adulthood is a hard time. It's the time that our children start leaving the home and they become independent. First, they're children, and then they become adolescent. They are in their adolescence. Adolescent. Adolescent. She is an adolescent. And when they get to be adolescents, this is the state of being at that place. They are in adolescence. They are adolescents. Okay, that's hard because hearing it sounds exactly the same. So if you're just speaking, don't worry about this difference. If you're writing, you'll need to pay attention to this difference. They're looking for their independence. They want to do things on their own. In fact, I have found that from the time the child learns to use the bathroom, their whole life is about learning to be independent of their parents. They need to have good decision-making skills. And they're learning that through adolescence. They need college and career planning. There's some help at school for that. But A lot of times it's just parents need to talk to them. Now, I will recommend that if you are someone who does not understand the system, you didn't go to college, I would recommend that you learn what the system requires, because you want to be able to support your child to go to college, even if you didn't. And in the United States and maybe other places too, it is very common for older adults, adults my age, to go back to school and to study. So that is the end of the vocabulary for parenting. This